guys. As you can tell, I have completely different eyebrows, and I'm gonna wipe it off, and I'm gonna show you how to get like thicker eyebrows, but not by growing them, because naturally I have very fine eyebrow hairs. So I just want to show you exactly how I would draw on eyebrow hairs. So first things first, I just wipe off the brows, make it all nice and clean. Make sure it's like not too dry but not too wet, because it's like you can be oily and use this eyebrow pen. It doesn't matter. The one I'm using is by NYX, the Lipton Snatch, in the shade Espresso, and it looks like that. Yeah, I don't know if you're gonna be able to see me because I can't see what I'm doing at all. So now I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna just thicken everything up. I'm gonna bring down more hairs to the middle of my eyebrow, and because I did just wipe off what I had on previously and dried it, it's like the more dry your skin is, the more it'll come on really heavy. So like the main thing you want to do is really do like a flicking motion. I don't know if you guys have watched any of my drawing tutorial situations, but that's like the main thing you want to do. And also, I'm patting it down so it's not coming off too harsh, because I don't want super dark eyebrows. And I'm gonna just keep bringing it down, almost to a unibrow, but not really. Just pretty close together, like that. Now I'm gonna like thicken up the ends of my eyebrow. And again, you're using flicking motions, you're not using a lot of pressure. I use my pinky as an anchor. And do it like that. And if you have like absolutely no drawing ability, I don't know what to tell you. I'm sorry. I guess you just have to practice, because this can be pretty hard if you, one, have extremely shaky hands. I have shaky hands, but like I'm able to balance them if I, you know, have this anchor type of situation that I was talking about with my pinky. And also, this is pretty easy for me, at least, to do on other people, so that's cool. And yeah, and that's that eyebrow filled, and it's pretty natural looking. It doesn't look like you went ahead and did something else. I don't know. But this can look pretty natural, especially if you practice it really good. And the only reason that I had got this was because I wanted like something, like, have you guys ever like seen the Douyin makeup videos, like the Chinese makeup tutorials where their faces are very much giving matte, which is not my personal vibe, but like the way they draw on lower lashes and eyebrows, I'm just like, wow, how do you do that? And it's always with like a really nice and thin pen type of situation. I mean, you can get like cheaper ones off of like Temu or whatever, AliExpress, whatever you want, but mine is from NYX and I like it. Are these eyebrows symmetrical? Not exactly. Okay, I'm gonna make this fuller at the top. You can easily go overboard with this, like, so quickly. I guess I could show you like what I meant by the lower lash line eyelashes. So it's the same concept as a flicking motion, and this looks even better when you have on mascara, because that mascara, it'll just look like you have like the thickest lower lash line ever. Let me go up here a bit. I'm just gonna do this, and I'm gonna see if my mom notices that I drew lines on my face. And this is just like really great, ooh, in my opinion, for doing like a very no makeup. Not necessarily make yourself look better, but like enhance things. I don't know. I'm just gonna do that to make it look like my outer lashes are longer. Make my eye look longer. That was way too straight. Maybe I want like a curved C type of shape. Like extend that a bit. And it just make you look a little bit different. Yeah. If you want to do this with like foundation and stuff, you can also do that. Clean it up if you want, but I'm obviously not doing that because I do not feel like doing that. Oh, you can't really see me. Okay, but yeah, that's all I have to show you. It wasn't really anything profound, but yes.
Hi again. I'm doing a voiceover for this second part of the makeup look. Because I wasn't really sure if I was going to add another part, but I felt like it was kind of necessary to have a little bit more than just doing my eyebrows. So I decided to do like a full no makeup, hence the title of the video. So first things first, you obviously need to clip your hair out the way. If you have like bangs or whatever, you can't really see mine at the moment because I have a very wonky camera angle, and also everything is looking a bit different because I cleaned my camera one, and I am not using my front cam of my iPhone. So the main components of this makeup look is just like covering spots from acne as well as like any dark circles, but in the most natural way possible, or as best as you can. So if you guys are wondering what that sound was, I'm also doing my homework as well. So if you hear other sounds, that's the reason why, as well as like planes. Anyway, I'm like filling in any spots that I miss in my eyebrows just to like make them a bit more symmetrical, because it's like my eyebrows aren't symmetrical, and it doesn't help that I attempted to shape them a little bit and I failed, and they were just like completely two different shapes. But anyway, at the moment I'm probably gonna be like looking for my NYX what's it called, the Conceal and Perfect palette, which is my favorite. I've been using it since like I started my channel. Like if you go back in a few videos, you'll see me using it for an eyeshadow look, and I will bring that back soon. If I'm able to edit that video and get it uploaded, I will definitely put that video out. It's just going to be a way longer video, and because I haven't done a cut crease in a while, it's a lot of trial and error. So regardless of that, I got the palette like I was talking about, but this is like a deeper one that I would usually use. I used that lighter shade, but that I wouldn't recommend doing that. Try to go for something that's like either for like red tones in your face, go for like something green, and also look at the color wheel, okay? Because my spots are like brownish, but they also have like a reddish undertone, so I would definitely go for something like green next time. I don't have any green perfectors, or what is it called, color correctors. Yeah, I don't have anything like that at the moment, so I can't really show you how good it can be, but I'm just using yellow instead. I guess it's like as close as I can get to green. So that's all I do. I just use like a very dense flat brush. I'm like patting it onto my skin. I'm really trying to get inside of my ice pick scars, which just means it's like a scar that's like going deeper into your skin. I got those from like having acne, and I'm also putting that under my eyes, but not like really at my, what's it called? I don't know what anything is called. Really at the dark circle, like on that physical line, and then I'm like patting it in with my finger because it's warm, and I feel like your finger works 10 million times better with this concealer because it's like way harder to blend if you're using a sponge. You can use a brush, but yeah. And for the other spots, I would say you should probably be blending out the edges. That's what most people would recommend, but I just completely forgot that notion. So I ended up just like patting all over it. So you don't have to do it the same way that I'm doing. I mean, I've done a tutorial or like following a tutorial already where it was a K-drama no makeup look, and that's like the basic premise. You're just trying to blend it so much that you cannot see where the makeup starts or ends. It has to be that natural, okay? So I'm also putting that like around my nose and stuff. Like I said, the main focus for the concealing process is just to like even out the skin tone by lightening all those darker areas. I mean, obviously you can keep some areas dark if you want a little bit of a contour, but in these areas that I'm placing the concealer, I don't want to contour there, so I'm doing what I'm doing. And I'm also like doing it concealing right under my lip, like just to define my lip shape, because I'm not going to be using like an intense lip color where I would need to do a lot. Yeah. So I'm just grabbing my foundation, which is the Hint Hint Skin Tint by Morphe, and this is the collection with Charli D'Amelio and her sister Dixie D'Amelio. And as you can tell, this is very watery, which I'm not exactly a fan of. I like how light it is, but I don't like how watery it is because it literally gets everywhere. But I'm spreading this out with that small brush that I used to do my concealer, and after that I'm going to use this brush. It kind of looks like a kabuki brush to me. I'm not really for sure, but it also has blush on there, so I ended up wiping it off on a towel that I had near me. I use this blah, 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 can't speak. I use this brush for probably everything, yeah, and I don't really swipe it. I just like pat it on my face as if I was using a beauty blender, because with a beauty blender you do not want to be swiping that. You're just moving product around, not blending it. And then I'm just placing the foundation everywhere I put the concealer, which is actually helping to give more coverage in that area, as well as getting like that perfect shade, because this foundation is my perfect shade. The only problem is that it just has the lightest coverage ever. So I normally, if I didn't put on concealer, I would put like 2 or 3 layers of this foundation just to make it look like I've done something. So I just keep blending that out until you like can't see any lines of demarcation on my face. And yeah, like you just keep going, patta 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 everywhere. And I don't put a lot of that on my forehead. I'm just like using the remnants of what I have. I'm not putting anything extra because I don't need to. Usually when I put my face foundation on my forehead, is like too light. This one isn't too light, but like that's what happens a lot of times and it just doesn't look right. And now I'm using the Hide and Peak concealer, which I think is from the same line. I'm not for sure, but all of these shades are like olive undertone, and this one was just like, it technically said it was like a shade above, but it's obviously not a shade above. It's way more than a shade. But I'm blending it out with the same brush, and this type of brush really helps to like buff things in and make it blurred. Well, I don't know if blurred is the right word. I think buffing is the perfect word for this. If you have more textured skin, I would say you should use a stippling brush, like how I said earlier, with like ice pick scars that are deep and you can see like a hole, I guess. You should use a stippling brush because that brush will like go directly into the hole in your skin, which is like a lot better. I haven't tried this brush out on my mom yet, and she has scars like that, so I should probably do that. Yeah, so that's like the main thing that I'm doing here with the concealing. And I also put it like underneath my cheekbone because I don't want to use contour. I don't want it to be that harsh. I'm just going to use like my color from my foundation as the contour. Does that make sense, you guys? Let me know in the comments, what are you thinking in this makeup look? I feel like this is pretty beginner, except for the eyebrows. The eyebrows are not beginner. I don't know how to make a beginner eyebrow tutorial because I know how to draw, so I like to draw things like eyebrows. So let me know if you want me to do something to the effect of like a beginner situation, like a really beginner, like what brushes to use for what type of look, all of that. Now I'm using the banana powder from Black Radiance, which I guess is, the color is more like the inside of a banana. Like that's the best I can describe that. And I'm not using it in that area that I circled because I want that to stay pretty dewy to almost act as a highlight, because I'm also not using highlight. It's like minimal makeup, but at the same time I'm kind of using a lot of makeup. I don't know. Yeah, I just set everything pretty lightly, just like to prevent some creasing, but obviously I'm still gonna crease a bit because it just happens with me. I don't know, because actually I think I know why I was creasing. It's because I didn't put on a primer and I was gonna take this makeup off. And I'm just gonna use this liquid lipstick from Amazon. I don't remember what it's called, but you can get it in like a pack of 6 different colors, and I'm using this like a mauvey pink nudie color, and on my cheeks it turns out like very vibrant but not like too much. And I love using a liquid lipstick or just like a lipstick type of product because they last longer than a regular blush would. And if you put like a powder blush right on top of this, it'll make it last forever. Okay, so the next thing I'm going to do is, I honestly don't know. I recorded this last night, so okay, that's what I'm doing. I'm just like filling in any gaps that I have. And for these eyebrows, I really do recommend patting it as you go, because sometimes too much product comes out, and if you just leave it as is, you will look like you have tattoo eyebrows. But if that's what you want, you can also do that. I've done that before and it doesn't look bad, it's just very intense. But for this makeup look, that's not what I'm going for. And the lip shade I'm using is like a lip liner, again from Amazon, and it's like basically my lip color. And then I'm like using a brush that has a bit of brown shadow on it, just to like do the same thing that my lips already do, which is like an ombre. And then I put lip gloss on top to blend it all together, because that stuff was not blending when I would just smack my lips together, okay? Or you could just use your finger. I don't know why I didn't do that. Sometimes my brain does not work that way, okay? Now I'm just like, looking at the look, and I think she's done, possibly. Oh no, I'm not done. Actually, I ended up putting like my beauty marks back in, and I just like set my smile lines there because I forgot about that. And I don't have anything on my eyelids. See, nothing. Um, I went ahead and used like a black waterproof eyeliner from Wet n Wild. I don't like this eyeliner. I hate it actually because it's already dried out, and I got it like maybe 2 weeks ago. And the one that I have from Sunset Makeup is still going strong, and I've had it for months. So that's a mess. Anyway, so I use that like on my eye, and then upper nose, and like under my lip, and then my beauty mark that you can't see. You can't see anything on here because I put a film grain on this video because I just like the look of it, but you also just can't see tiny things like that. But that's it of the makeup, and I look pretty cute, like especially the hair, because it didn't shrink up yet. I literally just finished my hair before doing this. So yeah, that's the makeup. And I'm also gonna have like another video, a shorter video after this clip is finished with, but it looks pretty natural. It doesn't really look like I have anything on my face. Like the most it looks like I have on my face is blush, and I obviously didn't put on eyelashes or mascara. And if you were to put on mascara, I would recommend like a clear mascara for this look. Or if you want to use like a black mascara, use like not a lot. Don't clump up your eyelashes. Don't clump your eyelashes up. Just put it on like you're combing your eyelashes, if that makes sense. Yeah. So that's the look. Come on, hurry up. I don't know what I was talking about here. Like, come on me. Okay, she's saying bye. Right. So I had took off one side of the makeup, and I also like powdered it a little bit more because it really needed more powder. And you can really see on the left it's no makeup, and I look okay. I don't look bad. And then the right just looks like I took a bath. I don't know how to explain it. I just look more refreshed. But yeah, that's the end of the makeup. Bye, you guys.